The New York Knicks are steaming up. They're steaming up the Eastern Conference standings. We might mess around and win a playoff series this year. Jalen Brunson, I apologize. I disrespected you. I guess I wasn't familiar with your game.
You don't deserve it.
You came in this season and you have balled out and you have been exactly what all Knicks fans have been looking for. Emmanuel Quickley, my son, you have been balling. You have been balling and hooping. Josh Hart has been exactly what we needed. Julius Randle is now contract year Julius Randle. It's beautiful. Mitchell Robinson, the anchor of a defense. Guys, 9-1 over the last 10 games. We are one of the rare teams in the league that have a fantastic record on the road and have a winning record at home. I'm telling y'all right now, we might mess around and win a playoff series. And it's the way that's shaping up right now is that the New York Knicks are going to play Donovan Mitchell in the first round.
Y'all gonna get claps.
We're sending Donovan Mitchell home. And we're going to tell him and show everybody else we don't need you. We're good over here by ourselves, and we're going to be just fine. Yeah. It's going to be a great series. It's going to be a great series. Where all that stuff that you saw 2 years ago, right, when we played the Hawks in that weird COVID year when everything was weird and upside down, that's not happening this year. This is a real basketball team with real expectations and real hope, and we're going to do it.
I mean, Evan Mobley's going to have Julius Randle in hell, but it'll be fun. Like you said, you buried the lead for a second. They're 9-1 the last 10 games. 9 of those wins were in a row. They're incredible. And the weird thing about it has been, a Tom Thibodeau team is known for being defensive-oriented. He's very old school and hard-nosed, doesn't play his young players because he wants people that are disciplined defenders. But in this span, let's go to the last 15 games, they're not even like a great defensive team. They're 12th in defense. But they're third in offensive rating.
Crazy.
In the last 15 games.
Yeah.
Behind just the Kings, who are like just god-tier offense, and then the 76ers, who we'll talk about later. They flipped the script. And why are they doing that? Another thing you alluded to, Jalen Brunson is fucking him. In his last 15 games, he's averaging 28.6 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds on 54% from the field and 42% from 3. He just became Damian Lillard. Bro. Like, what is he doing?
I was about to say, it sounds like Damian Lillard numbers, bro. What the hell?
That's some beautiful numbers.
Literally.
What are you seeing from Brunson, Mo?
I've seen the same old stuff from Brunson that we've been seeing since last year, but just in another level, another echelon. Like, this is...
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you can say it's the same old stuff.
It's the foundation, but it's taken up to a whole nother level. He started this project years ago, started construction years ago, and now he's built up this
penthouse
skyscraper penthouse of a fucking game that he has, bro. Jalen Brunson, he's just the perfect player for the Knicks on the court.
I'm glad you said this.
Beautiful, bro.
This is my favorite victory lap this year. I'm gonna claim this so much because we talked about it before. When they made the signing, so many people were like, they overpaid for him, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, y'all are idiots. He's the 17th highest paid point guard in the NBA. You're morons. And the reasons people like me were saying that is because when he played in the Mavs last year, in the games where Luka was sitting, he averaged 22 points per game and 7 assists. A player that would average 22 and 7 for the season deserves the money they gave him. So coming in, we were like, he does everything the Knicks would need. He's a good scorer at the rim. He's a good mid-range shooter. He's a good playmaker. All the things that the Knicks were terrible at last year. And like you said, he's a perfect player. And even I couldn't expect this. And I was on the Jalen Brunson train. I didn't expect a run for him to be averaging 28 for an extended period of time.
Dude, Jalen Brunson is legit now. He's the best point guard that you guys have had since when, Donovan?
Long time.
What?
Walt Frazier.
Damn!
Jason Kidd. Raymond Felton.
Damn!
2013 Raymond Felton was kind of different. But I don't know.
They haven't had a better point guard since the year began with the 2. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's true. Jalen Brunson is the best Knick point guard of the millennium. So that's fantastic. And listen, the trade for Josh Hart has been so just magnificent. That's the best that's the best word that I can use for it. Josh Hart has played 554 possessions with the Knicks so far. Their point differential with Josh Hart on the floor is plus 22. That is the best. That is the best rate in the NBA right now.
That's crazy. He's Nikola Jokic.
The lineup with Brunson, Quickley, Josh Hart, Julius Randle, and Isaiah Hartenstein plus 38.7.
Damn.
Right. The lineup right under that, which is probably what you're gonna see a lot now that Mitch is back. Brunson, Quickley, Hart, Randle, and Robinson at the 5. That one, a little bit less possessions, but that one is still plus 24. Like, there's just so many lineups that Josh Hart is in where they are not even just positive. they are some of the best lineups in the league, and he just contributes to winning in so many different ways.
Yeah,
and if you have Josh Hart doing what he's doing, Jalen Brunson, like you said, playing like Damian Lillard light, and then Julius Randle, who can just focus on getting buckets and not have to worry about setting up the offense and getting everybody else involved. That is exactly what you want from the Knicks, and they are they're in a great position. You didn't
even mention one of the one of the biggest factors alongside all those important things, Emmanuel Quickley. Like, dude, he's been snapping this season. He's been everything that scouts thought he was going to be during this last 50 game stretch, averaging 18 points, shooting 50% from the field, bro. He's been fantastic. He's been great.
He's finally getting consistent minutes. That's the biggest thing. That he's finally earned his right to be in the rotation consistently. You know how Tom Thibodeau is. He's a dick when it comes to rotations. He's a bastard. Like, not literally, but he's not forgiving when it comes to young players and their minutes. I would not enjoy playing for him if I was 21 years old.
Yeah.
And Quickley's finally proved himself. Back to Josh Hart real quick. The funny thing about Josh Hart, everything you're saying is correct. He's the perfect connecting player to play alongside two star quote unquote ball handlers, the lead players in the Knicks. He's perfect. You know what's funny? There was a point with the Blazers. I know Zach Lowe keeps talking about this every 5 seconds he can, where Josh Hart just refused to take threes for a while. He just stopped doing it. And Zach Lowe talked about he's talking to people within the Blazers organization, and they're like, we don't get it. He's just not taking them. He just wouldn't do it. He's shooting 60% from threes since he became a Knick.
Damn.
He's on that James Harden. He's on the James Harden where he's just I'm just not going to show up to work anymore. I'll
just do it and I'll just make it every time. How about that? Damn. So I'll like it if I just don't miss them. Then maybe I'll just keep doing it.
You know what name that we didn't hear about when it comes to talking about the Knicks' success?
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Hear about RJ.
I'm glad you said this.
Guys, we were having a positive moment. We're having a positive moment.
You smile too much, bro. You know I like seeing pain. You know I like projecting, like you said. Let's talk about it.
Bro, RJ Barrett doesn't close games sometimes now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Which means that Tom Thibodeau, maybe the front office, whoever, is finally not giving up on him, but becoming realistic with the season he's having and his role with the team. And they're better for it. Them closing games with Josh Hart instead of RJ Barrett makes them a better team. I'm so glad they've done this and they're willing to do that. It feels like we're seeing positive development from Tom Thibodeau in terms of rotations and his habits than what we've seen in the past couple of years, where he's playing the players that fans want him to play. And usually you don't listen to the fans, but there's a reason they say these things.
We're seeing this because Tom Thibodeau looked up in the middle of the season and realized that his job was on the line and that he would never get another head coaching job again if he got fired from the Knicks. They had a game on a Sunday where they got blown out by 30 by the Dallas Mavericks. It was a terrible showing. Then they go out and they gave up, I think it was 140 or 150 in regulation to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And you're just watching all this stuff and you're like, okay, this is how the next season is going to go. Tibbs is going to end up getting fired. They'll go in a new direction. And Tibbs looked at the man in the mirror and he said, no, I gotta keep getting these checks. And so he switched it up. So props to him. We talked about this last episode. Somebody asked about RJ. There's a real possibility that RJ has to get moved in the offseason. Honestly, I think the only thing stopping him from being moved as soon as the season is over is his contract. If there's anybody willing to take a risk on a young,
please hit him up. He'll set the flyers for it right now.
If there's anybody who wants a young player who is a top 3 draft pick and you see some potential, please hit my line. Let's make something work.
If anybody's interested in one single Canadian RJ Hampton, he's yours. Canadian Chris Dunn is for sale.
Whoa, that's so crazy. Canadian Chris Dunn. Man, I saw Chris Dunn on the Utah Jazz the other day, and I was so confused.
Bro, if you asked me to name you what team Chris Dunn plays for with a gun to my head, I would be dead as fuck. God. I would be deceased. I think that's the end of the Knicks segment. The Knicks are back. For now. We did this early in the season, and they fell off for the next 10 games. We'll see if they can stick.
We're back.